What's up guys, Mashin here, come back with a brand new video for you guys. I got a lot to go over in this video, but the main thing is you need to be investing now. Right now we're at a little downturn in the market, and if you're looking to pick up some cases or even invest into the RMR capsules, it needs to happen now or around this time period. I am personally putting over $250 extra on top of what I have already put into CSGO investing, which is a lot of money compared to my portfolio. But before we hop on into it, only a small percentage of you guys who watch the videos are actually subscribed. Discord's the top link in the description. Let's hop on into it. So for my investments here, I have two main areas that I'm looking to invest into. First up, we obviously got to go with the RMR capsules. RMR are playing a huge part in investing and is the entire reason the market is great to invest right now. Now, that's not just investing into RMR, it has opened up a lot of opportunities elsewhere as people start to sell off everything so they can pour money into the RMR capsules for investing. Now, RMR investing has become a little bit controversial here, but personally, I think if you're able to hold on to these capsules for long enough, you're going to definitely see some pretty nice profit. I am personally going to hold on to mine for at least a year. I think a year is definitely a good time frame, and I could definitely see these capsules going up to around $1 just because of how good these stickers look. These stickers are not like the Berlin 2019 stickers. I did not like those personally, and that's a big reason why they were just never able to get off the ground. I think the RMR capsules that we've seen have a lot better potential moving forward, even though there's going to be tons of people investing into them. Lots of people investing into them is not necessarily a terrible thing. Although it does limit the amount of profit you can make, we're definitely going to see this capsule go up. It's not going to remain at 25 cents forever. We're going to see it push 30 cents and then 35 and 40, and it's going to slowly rise up until one day it's reached $1-ish. Maybe that's in a year, maybe it's in a year and a half, but eventually it will reach that price just because the amount of people opening these for these nice looking golds. Next up here we got cases. Now cases are a huge topic for investing. It's basically become CSGO investing in the past year. Mainly looking at a couple ones here. I do like the CS20 right now. CS20 is usually a safe bet. We've seen it slightly fall down. You can grab them for 10 cents right now with a buy order, which is really nice. Compared to looking just over a month ago, we saw this going for 18 cents, and it's just slowly been decreasing as the RMR capsules became discounted. This is very common though. We will often see a overshoot and collapse for CSGO cases, and that's a really good sign. That shows that this case actually has value and it's not being pushed up by just the hype. It goes and overshoots and starts to collapse before it starts rising again, and that's usually when it'll start to get some really nice growth and stable growth. It'll stabilize and start going up slightly, maybe at a cent or two each month, but that's a really good return when the case only costs 10 cents. The second one is slightly different. It's always one of my favorites to invest in because I believe it's going to see a huge shoot up in price one of these days, but that's the Shattered Web case. Now I completely understand if you don't want to invest into the Shattered Web case. Looking at the graph, it does not look like a great case to invest in, but as we saw with that peak, I believe there is some potential, and with all the cases we have right now, these Shattered Web case is down to 90 cents, which is a really reasonable price if you consider that this price has slowly been decreasing over the past 6 months, and the amount of these on the market has been dwindling. We're down to 37,000. And I believe this number is going to continually keep on dropping. You can even score them for 88 cents if you're really strict with your buy orders, and you'll definitely get through. I think it's a great option if you're looking for a really long-term investment, but one that could definitely triple or quadruple in the long-term future. And then you know I gotta go with the Spectrum 2 case. The Spectrum 2 case, in my opinion, is very undervalued. If you look at its brother, the Spectrum case, the price is over 3 times more expensive, and I definitely see a lot of potential for the Spectrum 2 case. Spectrum 2 case was insane growth for the past month. We saw it go from 16 cents all the way up to 27 cents, where this RMR sale has completely destroyed the price, knocking it down to 18 cents, and I think right now is the prime time to buy in. If you're not buying in right now, you're not too interested in the Spectrum 2 case. I personally am going to be picking up a big amount of the Spectrum 2 case just because of the downturn it's had in the past month, just over the RMR capsule discount, and I think that's going to continue. That growth is going to go up pretty quickly after we see the market rebalance and start getting some pretty nice growth all around on the table. Now, with all the case investing going on, I'm personally just going to stay away from the Operation Broken Fang case. There's a lot of uncertainty there, and for me, I'm definitely going to see a lot better growth in my opinion with the Spectrum 2, the Shattered Web case, and the CS20 case over the long term than with the Operation Broken Fang case. I don't really know what's going to happen with the Operation Broken Fang case, no one really does, but all we do know is there is a lot of uncertainty there, and with these other cases that are in the rare drop pool, there's not as much uncertainty there, and it's a pretty cheap investment compared to 70 cents a case for the Broken Fang case. Speaking of Broken Fang, the Broken Fang skins, we're starting to get to the end of the operation here, winding down in the next couple of weeks, and that brings the skins to invest in. Now, we are pretty certain that we will not see these skins in the future, but even if we do, we are going to see some pretty nice growth, expect to see some pretty nice growth at least over the next couple months. I personally am going to be picking up mostly gray skins. I think that's going to give me the best bang for my buck. We see these gray skins go up so significantly, and I don't like the big skins like your purples and your pinks, buying a lot of those, because even though they may increase $20 in price, when you're already spending $100 for the skin, you're not going to be getting too much. But with these gray skins, you're able to sell them for such a great return on investment when you look at the percentage wise, and when you're looking at CSGO investing, you have to look at the percentage wise gain rather than the dollar amount gain. I like to pick up all three of these collections. I think the Ancient Havoc In Control collections are all super good investments if you're able to get them for the correct price. You definitely want to make sure you're not overpaying for these, because with a buy order, they're essentially all going to be the same whether you have a super high or a super low float, as long as it's in that same range of field tested or wherever. It's not going to make that much of a difference in the long term. One big mistake I don't want you guys to make is investing only into the Control collection, because even though it is the most popular, the other ones are definitely a good area to source your income to as well. I think you're definitely going to find some pretty nice gains there, just because there's not a ton of these skins, and if trade ups in these areas start to pick up pretty quickly, you could definitely see a huge increase in such a short time period. Based on all the things we went over today, I'm probably going to go the most into the RMR capsules, just because I feel like they have a lot of potential moving forward, and I really don't think the capsules themselves will drop below 25 cents, and even if they do, I'll just be buying more. I think they're a great investment for the long term, and if you don't have some in your portfolio, I definitely recommend it. Broken Fang skins also really good because you're able to invest for so cheap. Cases I'm not going to go too heavy into because I already have a ton of them. But that's really all I have for today, guys. You need to be investing now, though. That's really all I gotta say. If you're looking to invest, now is the perfect time. If you got a little spare money just hanging around, I definitely throw it in. But as always, guys, I want to thank you guys so much for watching. We're on the road to 5K, and I appreciate it so much. But thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope you have a great rest of your day.